let's talk Link's Awakening. I am so pumped for this game because this game, on a personal note, I'm excited because this was the first Zelda game I've ever played in my entire life. I played it on the original Game Boy, and I just had the best time ever. This may have been the very first video game I actually played. I'm trying to think, like those really early memories. This may have been the very first game I ever played. I must have been 3, 4, or 5 years old playing this game. I remember going around the map, seeing the chain chomp, getting the sword, beating up the enemies, going to the beach, stealing from the shop owner and going back to buy something, and then he kills me because I stole something from him. Nintendo, those were dark times, but I loved it. I'm really excited about this game because it has such an impact on the Zelda franchise. This was the very first Zelda game that was released on a handheld device, and the fourth game in the franchise. I think a lot of the personality that we know in the Zelda franchise comes from this game. I think they were trying to figure it out with a Link to the Past came out in 91, Link's Awakening came out in 93, and I think they kind of had figured out that they wanted this quirky sense of humor here. Because the original one, Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 on the NES, there was just this big world and you went and you fought enemies and it was more of exploration. But then they kind of added this story element and thrown in this sense of humor, this quirkiness about it that really brought the franchise to life. So I'm really excited about that. And I gotta say, I'm taken back. Nintendo, where there is no word of this, there is no rumors, no leaks, no nothing. You guys played this one close to the chest, and I admire that. And I'm surprised nobody, at least not from any on Reddit or YouTube or anybody that I watch or follow, had any suspicions that there was a Zelda game on the horizon, let alone a remake. So this was such a curveball and such a surprise, such a sweet treat to receive at that February Direct Nintendo released. And I'm so excited about it, especially for you guys. Those of you who have not played this game, this is a must-play Zelda title. It's very weird, okay? It is very weird. It is very trippy. The gameplay is the same. I'll say that. The gameplay, the whole map, the linear story, that's everything that we really know about the Zelda game. In fact, it was the second one to kind of go after that linearity. A Link to the Past kind of started that because they wanted to focus on story. And for the first part of the game, there's a very like go to point A to point B type gameplay. And then about halfway through, then you can kind of go about different places and kind of play it a little bit more to your liking. But yeah, this is a very trippy, very fun. And I'm going to say a lot of people that I've listened to have complained a little bit about the graphics. And I remember watching it and going, oh, they're going for the cutesy graphics. Okay. And I was a little turned off when I first saw it. And then I went back and I rewatched it. And I actually saw that they're doing something really interesting here. So what you have like your Wind Waker and your Link Between Worlds mesh. They come together and give us this. And they're doing something really important with the art style. Okay. They're applying this tilt shift effect to make everything look miniature. So there's kind of this haze at the top and the bottom, and a direct focus on Link and anything that's close to him. There's a very specific reason why they're going after this art style, and it's a spoiler. So there's a spoiler bomb coming in. So anyone who doesn't want this game spoiled for them, get out now, because it's gonna be hot. Here it is. Okay. The reason why they're going with this specific art style is because here it is. Spoiler bomb. It's a dream. The whole game is in Link's dream. He crashes his ship on this beach, and that girl comes across the screen, finds him, and he's just having this entire quest in his mind. And you actually find out from the Zelda or the official timeline Nintendo released that he actually pieced out from his previous quest and crashed, and then he kind of had this like Tetris effect in his head where it was everything that he focused his attention on, and so he dreamt about it. So it was all in his subconscious, and that's why it's trippy. the whole game is so trippy because it's a dream. And in our dreams, a lot of weird things happen. Animals are talking to us. There's a weird egg on the mountain. You know, some weird things happen in our dreams. And likewise, they happen to Link. And so you go through this whole quest. You save this whole whatever. And only to find out at the very end of the game that you were asleep. And everything that you did in that game, you didn't actually do because you were just taking a nap. So that's the plot twist. That's why it's so trippy. That's why they're going after the specific art style. They're trying to make it look like it's a dream. And kind of props to the art team on this for giving that tilt shift effect. It kind of makes it look like it's a dream sequence. And so now I appreciate these graphics and kind of what they're trying to tackle a lot more. And I gotta say, I'm so excited for this. Any of you who have children out there who are becoming gamers, they're at that 3, 4, 5-year-old mark, just starting to get into video games, this is gonna be a good one to start them on. This was one of the first ones that I played, the first Zelda game I played, and it inspired me to continue playing video games. That whole sense of discovering a world and finding puzzles and solving them and defeating the enemies and different weapons with different abilities. It was so amazing. It was a very treasured moment in my childhood, which is weird to say that you had a treasured moment at playing a video game, but you get that in this game. It will definitely inspire your children to continue to play it, and even you guys out there who have not played it, you will not want to miss out on this game. It is so fun, and I cannot wait to play it. Now, they didn't give us a time when it's coming out. They just said 2019. So my thoughts, my predictions when this game is going to come out, I don't think it's an end-of-the-year release. I think they're going to reserve that specifically for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I don't think it's going to be October, November, or December. I think we're going to get it the summertime. I think E3 is going to roll up. I think Nintendo's going to say, listen up, dudes. You can play this game coming August or September. That's going to be my bet, August or September. So definitely save up some $60 because you know Nintendo's going to be charging a AAA price for this title. But again, it is going to be worth it. I will tell you that. I will pay $60 to play this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to it. Get excited about it. You're going to have a good time. If any of you want to play the remake, Nintendo actually released a version of the Link's Awakening on the 3DS. So if any of you got a 3DS, bust out the eShop, download it. I think I got it for $5, maybe $10. Replayed it a year ago. Had such a good time. It aged so well. Like some fine wine, some good stuff. Get in there, have a good time, drink some soda pops,